Now, you don't have to take this in cash. You can take it in hash. And where early adopters get there, and this is where I'm saying it's not impossible. Every time I've gotten a bonus, I've taken it in BOGO. So that's double the hash. I get $3,000 in a week. I say BOGO it. That gives me 6 shares for free.
How much hash is that?
That's 600 hash.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like $6,000, boom.
that's like $6,000 right there. So it's not impossible at all to get there. A lot of times, if also you're compounding it, because if it takes a couple people to get to this 9 and 9 usually, so you're usually hitting that 1, 2 free plus this. So a lot of times I'm getting 700 points in a week. This week, as soon as this guy pays, I should be getting a 2,000, so I'll be 400 more hash. The guy that signed up yesterday was my third for a 1, 2, 3, so I went to 4,600. And then if I get the BOGO this for 400 more, now I'm at 5,000 hash. That's how it's easy. Hoff's a little over 2,000 in hash. And again, this was a choice that Hoff made. He takes about 50% of his in hash and 50% of his in cash.
If I sign up 6 people in a week, I'm not getting this and this.
No, it's just this.
Right.
Right.
And just this.
Yeah.
So per week, you cannot get $6 grand.
Yes, you can. If you BOGO.
But
As
if you
an early adopter, like
Right.
I couldn't
Early
do that,
adopter.
but he could, right?
Yes, you could.
right, but you can't. Right. But the way that this is right here is this is $6 grand,
No.
not including the dough.
Okay. Each of these is its own thing. It doesn't add up, right? You don't get 1,000, then 2,000, then 3,000. 9 and 9. If you get 9 points on the left and 9 points on the right, you can get $3,000 in cash. But if you're an early adopter, you can BOGO and take it in hash, which is $6,000 worth of hash.
Sorry.
All right. So now
If you're trying to
let's
sell it,
talk
you get
about
free-
points and how
free hash
points
power.
work.
I don't so
Right.
much.
Okay. Did you want to teach the class?
No, sir.
Is there a trash can around here?
Here.
Right on, thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
You.
Yo.
Everybody has a left side and a right side available. And if you're looking at your dashboard, your profile in the dashboard, what you just pulled up, you're going to see a thing that says starting points, new points. It'll say L, R, L, R. Starting points are if you didn't make enough points the week before, they roll over to the next week. They don't just go away, they roll over until you get paid. Once you get paid, those go away. Whatever balance you have stays. And that's the next week. And it rolls on and on and on. So, how does this work? In your profile, it'll say what your strategy is. It'll say strategy left or strategy right. That is not set in stone, because the way Bobby says to do this is a little different than how I do it. You can do it however you want. What Bobby says that you should do is, let's say you are a left leg, meaning the person that you signed up under put you on their left side. Bobby says you would only build this side right here and let the left side take care of itself, because the person above you will keep adding below you on the left side. And then you only have to sign up people on your right side to match the points. That is a great strategy if every person in your team is constantly signing people up. But if you have a dead leg, because none of the people that you've signed up are signing anybody up, or the person that signed you up also is not signing anybody up, you will never grow the other side. You will never get paid. So with that being said, they allow you to control your own destiny So when you sign a person up, you can tell them, even though your strategy might say left, you can always say, put that person on my right side. And there's an email, placement@txcmine.com. You send an email there and say, hey, I just signed up Joe Smith. Put them on my right side, please. They'll respond, sure. And they'll put them where you want them. But in order to know where to put them, you have to understand
How to get there?
how to get there and how to get the points, right? A single sign up, the $9.95, is 1 point. You might have to double check my math. I don't sell 9-packs hardly ever, so I might be off on this. It's on the website, but single pack, $9.95, that's 1 point. A 3-pack, $22,985, it's 3 points. A 9-pack, the $8,955, that's 9 points. So if you signed up one 9-pack, which to me is an extremely rare thing, the 9-pack that we signed up yesterday is the first one I've ever done.
And
Now,
we did them as 3 individual 3-packs.
Yeah, but down in Texas, apparently they sign up 9-packs like every day. I don't know how. Well, I think I do know how, and we'll get to that. But so you have to be aware of your points, of where your points are. So you should be looking at your profile every day.
So no matter how you look at it, though, for every 1,000 points, you're getting a point.
Right.
Or for every 1 pack, you're gonna get a point.
Now, there are some incentives out there now. And this list would go on this long, but these are the 3 main packs. But right now they have a thing where if you buy a 3-pack, you get one for free. That's a selling point to somebody. You don't get that point though. You still get the 3 points, but the person you're selling that 3-pack to is gonna get a free $1,000. So they're gonna get 400 hash to start instead of 300 hash now. And the same thing with and now they have 4-packs, 5-packs, 6-packs. The list is there that you guys can go look at each of them. If you sell a 6-pack, you're getting 6 points. You sell a 7-pack, you get 7 points, and so on and so on. When we first started, there was only 3 options.
Where are all the options?
I'm just. If you go to so you're not going to be able to see the sign up page probably because it shows you're logged in already. But if you can get to the sign up page, that drop down where you select which package you want, it shows all the different packages available and the dollar amount for the package.
Yeah, it's all incremental from 1 to 9, and every 3 increments you get an additional share.
Yeah. Well, like the guy that bought the 9-pack got 3 free shares.
So he bought 9, and then he left with 3 free ones, a total of 12, which is a phenomenal boost.
I thought you had a question.
Because he bought 3 3-packs though, right?
Yep.
No, they allow you on a 9-pack you can only buy the 9. They will give you the 3 free because they say those are earned.
Okay.
So you technically could start with 12.
Okay.
So because all of those freebies and gifts do not count towards your 9. Your max purchase is 9 all the time. But you can get as many freebies and gimmies and all that. The other thing is, you guys should all get on Telegram. And if you're not, you should go and download it. And then once you're got Telegram going, let me know so I can put you in the Telegram chat. There's a big old resource right there for TXC. A lot of it's bullshit, right? But they have the rooms pretty well controlled and they lay it out. This is a bullshit room. This is an important room. And so if you don't want to get involved in all the bullshit, just read the important ones. But every time they're running some new thing, that's where they're posting it, is in Telegram. So if you want to know what all the latest and greatest things are, that's where it's going to be. And Bobby is constantly doing things like they put some billboards up in Texas. It wouldn't have helped us out here, but first person to take a picture of the billboard got $5,000. So people in Texas were running all over trying to find a billboard with a Texas sign. And you could take it and you could BOGO that. That would be $10,000 worth of BOGO to go take a picture of a sign.
You know, people are driving from out of state to actually go find the signs.
Yeah. But there's another thing going on right now. wrap your car with Texit, get $1,000 a month. That's in UDC cash. They will send you a USDC deposit every month.
They can pay to have your car wrapped and then pay you each month for driving said wrapped car around.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's all kinds of incentives to be making money here.
TXC license plate, get a free share.
Yeah, if you get a if you get a license plate that says
Crypto or
something about-
Texit themed relation to crypto and
Yeah,
Texit.
it's a free
then
share.
Free share. $1,000.
A custom plate or a
Just a license plate. Yeah, you might be able to cheat the system and get a custom like cover, and he might throw you some money because he's a cool guy. But the license plate itself,
like, yeah, if you get a the personalized
Personalized
plate,
plate.
like something that
Okay.
says "Got TXC," boom, free share.
yeah. It's
And
like
there's
when I
always-
register my caddy, I'm gonna try and get a got TXC or a buy TXC or something like that. Boom, $1,000 share right there. And
They
because
probably pay for your plates too.
I
Ask him.
mean, me and Jonathan got 10 grand to get a tattoo. I mean,
seriously?
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
the TXC tattoos that we got,
Got
Oh
our-
my
got
God,
our
no
wallet
way.
addresses.
and then he paid for the tattoos too.
You give them 20, but I had to get on their face.
Oh, he probably would have if we said, "How about on my forehead?" He'd have been like, "All right, 20 grand."
Yeah, he's
Oh
a
my
super, super generous guy.
So the money that you got though is in.
I took it in hash.
Yeah, we took it because the potential. I mean, $10,000 is cool and it's life changing to most
Yeah.
people in all regards.
But he
right?
asked, "Do you want it in crypto or you want it in hash power?" I was like, "Fuck, give me hash
10,000 is cool, but what that 10,000 could produce me over this next.
So how do you see
10
how much
years,
crypto you
year
get,
even?
or how much
Insane.
money you have in your?
on your coin."
Yeah, you
Oh,
can do.
do you not have the
blockchain.
wallet app?
I don't know that.
Yeah, so you could
Oh,
do
well, we could just set
blockchain
up.
mint, or you could do the TXC.
Oh, I have this.
wallet.
I have this thing. This
Coin.
that thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
mint.
that's kind of
That's a
your.
good idea.
yeah.
They're
So what does
much
that say then, or what does that mean?
Or Jonathan,
You
what other
have
apps do you recommend we have? Like,
789
Telegram?
coins worth.
What other apps do
I
we
can't
need?
read.
386.
So you
to on our
have
phones so
386
we're
US
the
dollars
most worth
equipped of
That
coins right now.
That one.
Yeah.
Alright.
We need to get you this app. That's
Okay.
much easier. to
TXC
use.
wallet will show your daily transactions.
So I have
history.
$386.
Do all that.
So the app is called TXC Wallet.
But if I started with 1,000, I only have 400 left.
I'm sorry.
Even when I put that $1,000 in.
The $1,000 bought you
I also
bought you
in
a
October.
share
Yeah.
that you get coins every day for 136 years. That's why the hash power is so important, because eventually they're going to shut off letting miners come in. And whatever hash power you have at that day is what you have for 136 years. You don't want to be sitting at 100 hash on the day they shut it off. You want to be sitting at 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 hash, because that's how you mitigate the reduction of new miners coming in, is by growing your hash.
So the top number was the 789 hash.
No,
Or no.
the top
What's your
number is
coins?
how many coins have been given to you since you signed up.
You got 100 hash.
You have 100 hash, which in today's rate, let me do some math, shaky math. When me and Jonathan signed up, October 28th, a single share was getting 78 coins a day. Today, a single share is getting about 5 coins a day. That's because more and more and more miners are coming in, which is reducing the total amount of coins that you can get.
Yeah, we've effectively doubled every single week.
Yeah, almost every week they're doubling in size. So that a lot of that is in Texas, because they've got these big teams that are doing what we're talking about doing right here. They are out there every week signing people up, and then everybody in their team hash is just going up, 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 up. And they're getting a bigger chunk of the pie every day. The bigger chunk they're taking, the less chunk you're getting.
Gotta get more people.
So that people can understand, if you really want to make this work, you've got to grow your hash. How do you grow your hash? By adding people. You can sit back with a single share at 100 hash. You will make your money back. I mean,
Plus some.
your 789 coins, calculator. do 789 times 16.69. Do that again.
13,000.
So that is your potential for February 22nd of 2026.
With
Because-
what you just have right now.
Yeah, without getting another coin.
Is that $13,000?
$13,000. Because, and this is not 100% math, all right?
Yeah.
But that's the coins that you have today without getting another coin given to you, and you've got almost another year's
I
worth.
just bought the coin, sat there, and just didn't care anymore.
Yeah. Because the estimate of what TXC is going to be worth on February 22nd of 2026 is $16.69. How do we know this?
Just like XRP.
Well, I'm going to tell you how we know.
We're gonna blow XRP out of the water.
TXC isn't just sitting back letting the market do what it does. They do in some cases, but they have a plan to what they call it the plan to 16. And they're looking at the two main exchanges right now, DEX and Bitmark. And they look at the spread each month and they decide how much money they need to influx into each exchange to get to the key amount that they have come out with. They've literally published in Telegram what they believe the coin's going to be at each month and on what day, because it's based upon how much money TXC is going to go put in that exchange. Where are they getting this money? From people buying the shares. That's what the whole thing's about. You're buying these shares.
So it's an average of going forward.
Right.
And they really are doing it. They had, I was playing Bobby's little meeting earlier. If you guys don't watch that on Tuesdays, check it out. It's cool. But literally in the last like 5 minutes of one of his segments about a month or so ago, he was like, hold on guys, I'm gonna do something really cool and we're gonna do it live. And bam, 40K he dropped in. Then he went on another exchange, bam, another like 40K he dropped
Well,
in.
and he told everybody, he says, want to watch us hit, I think it was 30 cents, right?
Yeah.
He's like, want to watch us hit 30 cents? And he says, I need to put X amount in this place, X amount in that place. And he did. He proved that it can be done. And now they're doing it monthly. They're expecting by July of this year to be at $1.39 a share. So it's not just hoping that the market takes off, because they are helping to push that market in that direction. Did you know the night, some of you guys might even not know this, but the night that they did that drop,
Yeah.
the Asian market or the European market went batshit crazy on Bitmart, and they shot Texit coin up to $59 fucking dollars. $59 a coin.
Like 59.89.
Could have been
They
retro
hung
down.
out.
At some point in the middle of the night for about 5 minutes, I had
Sold right there.
I had like $12 million worth of Texit coin.
Yeah, I had $579,000 in my account.
I didn't know until the next morning when I woke up, but
So on this thing right here, where it tells me 789, and then below that it says 386. That's how much dollars I have, is 386.
Yep.
That's my money,
that's your money.
whenever I wanted it.
You can go sell it right now.
I don't
At
wanna
any
do
point in
that.
time, you could say, I'll send that money to you right now, I'll go grab cash and I'll give you cash. You can send it over your Coinbase in a sense, you can do your DEX trade exchanges, so.
Yeah. Can,
There's
so
really a
it's
kind of
even a
endless
way
route.
to put it on, my coin, what is it, Coinbase? But we got.
You can't do it on Coinbase yet.
Cause they're not. at
Coinbase
16
is what they're expecting to get to in February.
Okay,
So,
That's the big
so
daddy
then you
we're
can trade and
chasing.
do it and add to it
yeah.
from your
we're on the
Coinbase.
default.
But you can do that in DEX right now.
Okay,
If you set up your DEX account, use the email only, do not verify. You can still trade. I trade all the time on DEX trade with no problems. But we had, well, you guys know Ken at Bullseye. He went and verified his account and got kicked out. And then they gave him 7 days to get his money off the exchange.
So, very nice of them, but
Yeah, well, they can't keep your money, but they can lock it so you can't do anymore.
I got a question for you, Mike. So those three, the BOGO, you have to do that within 1 week to get that?
Yes, but yes and no. You can do it every week. But if you don't, let's draw it, okay? You're a left leg. Yeah. So the guy above you, let's say he does a 1 pack, okay? Remember I told you have starting points there?
Mhm.
And you have new points. So if he signed up 1, you're gonna get a 1 over here. And let's say you're working your right leg and you sign up a 3-pack, your new points, and that's all that happens that week. This is what you're gonna see. New left 1, new right 3, okay? So you don't get paid, but then the next week, this is what you're gonna see. Left 1, right 3. Now the guy above you, maybe he's not signing anybody up, right? Maybe he's on vacation. But now you have a buddy that wants to sign up for a 3-pack. This is where I'm saying that you have to pay attention to what you're doing. Because the next sell you make, if you want to get paid, you should do that 3-pack on your left side. So then what's going to happen is you'll have left 3, right
4.
0. This is new points.
Oh,
And then these add together at the end of the week, so you would actually have left 4, right 3. You would get the $1,000. Then the next week, what you would have,
That one-time $1,000 or half
would be
power.
this.
Huh?
So after you get paid, your points will look like that. Left 1 starting, right 0 starting. Because the part that pays drops off.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to ask is,
What if you did it in 2 weeks?
so I got Simon. I'm gonna
Doesn't
get.
matter how many weeks you
I'm gonna
do
get Mary. I gotta get one more person to get the $1,000 or the extra.
What
half
does
power,
your
right?
say?
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
So-
Or is that just
In
for
other words,
1 week?
you-
I gotta get 3 people to get the BOGO.
So for
No.
these are 1 week, but this,
Is
if it
every
takes you,
3.
if it takes you 4 months, it doesn't matter if you got
I
one
still
person
get
month
that.
1,
Yeah.
one person
Okay.
month
You
2.
sign up 6 people in one day, you're getting 2.
Okay.
It doesn't matter when. It's every 3 people you get a free share.
Okay.
6 people in one day, that's 2 shares. 3 people in 10 months, that's 1 share.
Okay. I was just thinking, yeah, you gotta get it done in a week. Those
Yeah,
people.
But what does your points say? So right now, you're at left 1, right 9. So let's just play that out.
So you build up your left side,
Right.
so you get 8 more points on your left side, that's a 3K payout, or do a BOGO for hash power.
Now,
And you're getting 6.
do you understand why your points are that way?
No,
Because he put me on there.
Right.
but you're not
Nope,
9.
you're on left.
No, that's like
That's
his
the
side.
one.
He's getting all
Yep.
the people under him, right?
The 1 point is you.
Yeah.
The 9 points on the right
There's the guy above him.
is me.
Yeah.
Because that's all the people that I have put below you.
Right.
Those points are rolling up to you. But you haven't done anything with them, so they're just sitting there. That stops at 9. It's probably worth a lot more than that, but it
Probably
stops
done
at
more.
9. So what you need to do is you need 2 more points on your left side, at least, to get paid. And if you got 2 points here, you would have 3 and 9, but you would get the $1,000 that you could take, hey, BOGO it. If you just signed up 1 person, you would still be missing 1 for your free. But if you signed up 2 single packs, and put them on your left side, that would be your 3 points, plus your 1, 2 free. Because you got 1
I'd
for
be
him.
at 400 hash power.
You would get 2, 300 hash power.
Even if it's not in the same week.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, okay.
Well, right now you just said. if
So I just
he
need
gets
2 more
the
people.
free- So he'll
Yeah.
get that $1,000.
That should be
If
like
he
your-
signs
$1,000
up-
I could do another hash power with that $1,000 instead of taking it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I'm saying you would get 300 hash. Because if you signed up 2 people, and put them on your left side, that's 1 point for each person, 3 and 3, and then you said BOGO it, that'd be 200. Then you would also have your free, 1, 2 free. So then you would have 300 hash right there. Now, let's say you sign up 1 person with a 3-pack, you would still put them here, but you wouldn't have your 1, 2 free yet.
Right. So mine don't count on there.
What do you mean?
It,
I was just buying you in.
got you. Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be your next, like, if you have a 30-day goal, something
That's
to
it.
achieve in the next month, talk to 2 different buddies and talk their ear off and say, hey, y'all shut up when you start doing this, or you're gonna listen till you do pay in, but get
But-
2 buddies to sign up and then.
But
boom, done.
everything you do all day, every day, is an opportunity to sign people up. You know, Tom, when you're at the gym, there's gym people to talk to. You're at school, there's school people to talk to.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
there's-
It's the same Biden, how about
I talk about it. I don't know what I'm saying. I need like a little. You guys need to make a little mini video how to get
pamphlet or
started.
something?
There's
Yeah,
a,
little
there's
piece of that I can
There's a
show
shit
them
ton of
because I
his
struggle talking
YouTube,
about
his
it.
YouTube channel.
We
How
do
is
have my
Texit RAIDER?
YouTube channel, and there also is, if you guys get into your dashboard on the main website, there's a tab that says resources.
Or
which
there's
includes
ColoradoTXC.org.
Yeah. You got stuff
Has
that we're popping up
tons
there.
of videos about how this works, how all of it works. Has a video about this. ColoradoTXC.org.
Video
I
done on
could
that
see
as well.
myself getting together a group of people. Would you talk to them about it?
Yeah.
100%. We'll even buy pizza.
Yeah.
Well,
If you could-
TXC will buy pizza.
If you could bring people in here, then we can definitely help you.
We
get
could do
the
it
right
here, we could come to your
information.
house.
Well, I work at a school.
Yeah,
Let's
perfect.
talk about that.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you want to do it at your house, you want to do it at Denny's, you want to
Yeah.
do it anywhere. So that's the other part of this meeting. We have money every week to go set up a dinner, to go set up whatever we want to do and sign people up. The people that come and help do that dinner, they will get to partake in the people that were signing up. We did a dinner in Colorado Springs. It's, almost $5,000 fucking dollars for the dinner.
Yeah.
But how many people? We signed 12.
I think there was about
People?
11 or 12.
And was
12.
that just you two?
No, you were there.
No. Was that
Oh.
just the people that you two signed up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there had to have been
Yeah, the other guys. got
probably 20
there,
people
too.
that signed up there. Because
Yeah.
I watched those other 2 fucking guys.
Yeah. We did the at the
Survival
survival
Expo.
show. We did the class there. We signed every single person up in that class plus one.
Wow.
So it's not hard to sign people up. The easiest thing to do though to help sign people up is to be able to show them what you're doing.
Yeah.
And not to knock anybody where they're at, but it's much easier to show somebody, hey, look, I got 7,000 hash and I got this many coins, and this is what I'm doing. Versus I got 100 hash, I haven't signed anybody up.
You
But
just try to explain to them what hash is. and all
Right,
that
and that's-
other
But you
stuff.
could,
We're all at,
right.
Yeah.
The other's easy way, and I know it's not easy right away for everybody, but say you go to the gym, right? And maybe you're talking to your buddy and he's like, I don't understand it. Well, there's no better way than you to say, hey, I got some TXC, send it over to exchange, cash it out, use your Coinbase or your tap and go, hey man, here's that weightlifting, your protein drink, here's some whey stuff, here's whatever. Like Texit Coin just bought that. There's really no better, easier way than going, hey, bink, and going, what I just talked to you about, I just used to pay for that product.
So
that
what
you're using."
what Jonathan's talking about is setting up a Coinbase account, which all of you should be doing right now. Not as literally this second, but you should have a Coinbase account. You need to have one. Because when you cash this out, you don't want to, the day that it's time to cash this out, be out trying to set up the exchanges. You want your exchanges set up ahead of time. You want to make sure those things are working for you. You can verify on Coinbase. Coinbase is US based. That's why it's
I
the
thought
big.
you guys ain't on Coinbase yet.
Or not, but you.
But
can-
you have to have Coinbase to get the cash.
Gotcha.
Because it's the only exchange in the world that will deposit cash into US bank
That
accounts.
thing right there.
Yes.
Coinbase.
Yeah,
But
if
what
you
Jonathan was talking about is
Same
Coinbase.
thing you got.
get
Coinbase has a-
card.
Coinbase has a new thing that you can get a debit card. It's a Visa debit card from Coinbase, and you can link it to any crypto that you hold. Now you can't link it to TXC because TXC isn't on there yet, but you could send TXC over in USDC, and you could link your little Coinbase card to USDC. And
So there's ways to get it.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, I
Just
mean,
about everything in the last 2 months I've bought using crypto on a tap to pay.
but getting
Oh,
yeah, it's super simple to set up. But
I've took money off of Coinbase and stuff and.
Yeah, so
and
if you've
added
done it,
money in
if you've
and
done
done
it once, then you're already kind of
Yeah,
set
it's
up into the
pretty simple.
ecosystem. That's great, honestly.
And
That
then
makes it
they
so
can
easy.
Just transfer it to your bank too,
Yep.
however you want it.
Yeah.
They're a
Well, and that's
very
how,
easy company.
when I sell TXC, I sell it on DEX, and then I transfer the USDC over to Coinbase, and I put it in my bank account.
Yeah.
So it's super simple once you've done it a couple times. It's just you can't trade TXC on Coinbase yet. Hopefully by February next year we can, but for now we have to use the other exchanges. But I mean, once people have done a couple transactions with this, then it's like, it's like so easy to do. It sounds difficult and scary now.
But you gotta get that money. You gotta earn that money.
Yeah.
It's gotta come to you.
I mean, I signed up October 28th. I bought a 3-pack, $2,985. And when I bought my 3-pack, they didn't have the get a free 4th one. So I started with 300 hash.
You got screwed out.
I have 4,600 hash now and over $60,000 worth of TXC sitting in my wallet. All of you could be there too. That's $60,000 worth of TXC today. If you do the math on just what I'm holding today, it's almost $5 million come February if it hits the 1669. It's 100% possible. I have not put one more dime of my money into this program.
It's just getting other people to do it.
Got to talk to people. So, and I'm not, you don't have to go out there and lie to anybody. You don't have to make up anything. You just show them what you're doing, show them the website, show them how it works. And I have found greater than 50% of the people I talk to end up signing up.
It's all money.
Yeah. If anything, talk to them about it. If you can show them you got a Coinbase and you get that card, it's free to get. They'll either mail you one or you can just download it right on your phone. Go take someone out to a lunch and go,
What's
"Hey,
up?
man, Burrito bought that."
Okay, so how do we sign people up?
Okay, so that's the next part. In your profile, everybody knows how to get to their profile, right? Yes, Tom, can you get to your profile?
Through the email I received, yes.
The dashboard to the profile.
That's how I use
Yep.
an email
Yeah,
thing. I don't have the app, I guess.
but it's not, it's all online, it's the
Yeah.
profile,
So yeah.
where you can see your points, where you can see all this stuff. In the upper right-hand corner, there's like a little icon,
That.
yes, that, go to profile.
Okay.
It'll be,
I'm on profile already.
actually, it's gonna be this one first.
Oh, okay.
So that orange is hash, green's your payout. There's your points as of right now, 0 and 0. All right, up here at the top right, you see a little head.
Yeah.
Hit the head,
Yeah.
scroll down. Well, you don't even have to scroll down. See down there where it gives you the little,
Oh, you cut and paste that.
yeah, and it's got a little copy button right next to
Right
it.
there, yeah. And that's specifically for you.
That is your
Okay,
dedicated link.
Send them to me
got it.
I send this to you.
if I'm gonna log in.
So-
If I'm gonna sign me up, right?
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
They're getting ahead of you.
Sorry.
What is wrong with you?
He's advanced.
We want to be millionaires.
Ray, what do you think? It's your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, baby.
So, you get that link. You text it to somebody. You can't do it on your own phone because your phone is going to recognize that it's you. And if you try and go to sign up, it's going to just have your information in there. So you have to take it and text it to somebody. You can email it to them. However you want to get that link to that person.
That bottom thing right there?
Yep, and you see the little,
Percentage sign?
Well, let's do
No,
it
wait,
right now.
wait, wait, wait.
So
That is your wallet
just
ID.
touch it.
Oh,
Take
you
it
gotta hit the
over
head.
and
I
go
did.
over to your
That's
messages and send
Yeah.
it to me.
Okay.
My name, and then copy.
that is the
Oh,
link.
okay.
Make sure
Is
it's
that
not
right
wallet
there.
ID.
Right.
I
All right.
almost went to wallet
Now.
ID. This is,
Here comes the bad news.
damn
This is what I wanted to know.
See if you're-
Cannot pay with a credit card anymore. Cannot pay with a check anymore. Cannot pay with Zelle or anything else.
They're looking at
Two-
Robinhood.
to TXC directly. But every one of you can take a payment. This is how it can work. The person can sign up and pay with crypto directly to TXC. So they would need to have a Coinbase account, which they're gonna have to have anyways. So if somebody's planning on coming on as a miner and you have the time to help them set up their Coinbase account, they can fund it from their bank account, turn it into USDC, and they can send the USDC to TXC to pay for their share.
That's the simplest
That's
way.
the easiest way. The other way, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, I don't want to go through all those steps. The other way is you can take the cash yourself. You could take a check if it's somebody you know and you want to take a check. You could take a credit card payment if you have the ability to do that. It's up to you what you're comfortable with doing.
No more Venmo.
Venmo is still an option, right?
I don't believe so because they have no
It
bank
was on
account.
it today when we looked.
Yeah, when I just
No,
looked at
it's
it.
an option there, but they can't do it
Yeah, I don't think that they can.
because
That's
the
how I
bank
think.
accounts are all shut down. So
Banks don't like crypto.
banks don't like crypto. And when they find out that you're doing crypto, banks don't care if you're doing personal crypto. Like your bank doesn't care if you're doing Coinbase back and forth. What the bank doesn't like is when you have $1 million worth of checks coming in and it's for signing up people for crypto. So they shut the bank accounts down. And they do this all the time to TXC. Then they got to go get a new bank account and start all
So
over
they send it to you and then you pay for it through your crypto.
through your crypto.
Wow. Hell.
And
I'll send it to you.
Well, Venmo's still not work right now.
Well, we just put it in her Venmo right
Yeah,
now.
I guess I'll pull it out.
oh, we can figure it out. Because you could probably Venmo it to this guy right here. And then he's going to see Bobby today and he can,
But is
do
it
it
still gonna be under his
Friday,
name?
huh?
Is it still gonna be under his name?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm just facilitating.
We just
getting
facilitate the
funds to
payment.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
like
just
for
mail him
example,
cash.
that guy that paid cash, literally,
main
I'll
dude,
be put
Bobby
on a
Gray.
plane on Friday.
Oh.
That cash is going to fly with me
Yeah, Jonathan's got a
there,
stack
and
of cash.
I'll personally hand it to him.
So, with that being said, when you sign a person up, if you took the payment, when it selects payment type, select peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer means I took the payment. Then what you need to do is then you have to email the support team and say, I just took the payment for John Smith over here, put him on my right side, and then tell him what you're doing with the money. I will convert it to crypto and send it to you. I will give it to Jonathan or Mike and they will send it to you.
So until all that happens, she isn't gonna be able to look at anything in her name yet.
So the
until
cool
it's
thing
done.
about it is if me or Jonathan vouch, they'll turn you on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna wait till Friday to turn this guy on. I got him turned on yesterday. He was supposed to be in the afternoon. They were meetings, so it got pushed to the morning, but he got
And
set
once
up
you
early.
guys start doing more signups and Bobby gets to know you, you'll probably be able to do the same thing. Say, hey, signed up my 5th person, I got the money, I'll send it to you. It's just like we've sent Bobby a lot of money, so he pretty much understands that if I tell him the money's coming, he's like, all right, cool, the money's
I'm
coming.
sure things are good. I've had $200,000 of his money sitting on my
Well-
crypto wallet that I could have gone to Thailand and disappeared
Yeah,
with.
they
and
needed-
I didn't. So
They needed people. They wanted multiple people when they turned on Bitmark. They wanted multiple people in their trading. So Bobby went to some of the trusted people like Jonathan and some other people, gave them money, gave Jonathan like 50 grand in crypto, and said get on the exchange and just start buying and selling. Jonathan worked that up to about 200 grand in about half a day, and then Bobby's like give it a week and then send it to me, and literally Jonathan was sitting there with over $200,000 worth of Bobby's money, and he just sent it over to a crypto exchange.
So
And
you
then
were
Bobby,
planning the different things on.
not
crypto.
necessarily playing the market, not by any means, not manipulating any stuff,
Yeah.
but since I've been playing in crypto a little bit longer than some of these other
You
guys
just knew
have.
which ones were gonna make money.
No, it was just
Necessarily,
TXC.
but yeah,
Oh,
just
It was all
TXC.
TXC.
I was more or less helping them get on the exchanges since I have high level of verifications on there and I can have insane amounts of money that can go in or out that normal people can't. I was able to take that in and help them launch the form and the exchange and get buy areas put in and zone it.
So stage it.
So, okay, with that being said, this jumps up, right? 16, 15, jumps up to $1. Who gives a shit what the price is? And you transfer it straight to, you would be able to transfer your Texit, essentially sell it for USDC, and then you can sit on your USDC, right? You don't have to take the USDC out of.
You could leave it at Coinbase and USDC, and then you could take your frickin'
Debit
Coinbase card and link it to the USDC and spend it out of there. Now,
Is it-
personally, I would not leave $1 million worth of crypto in Coinbase on USDC. But I mean, the other thing that you have to realize, even Coinbase is not going to let you take $1 million and send $1 million to your bank account on day one.
So is that what that little coin's for? You put all that money on there?
All your money's already on that coin.
Yeah, all your daily.
I never even set it up.
All your daily. Yeah,
It's
you don't have
already
to worry
set up.
about it.
Oh.
They got this code number on the back, right? Your own individual unique serialized number. Each
Yeah, we
coin's
had to type
different.
that in, I think, or something.
That's already
So-
sent in when you signed up for
See
your
that
mining
TXC
share.
code?
So that's where your
That-
coins are going.
The number that he was just talking about is that number right there.
Oh, okay.
So, what everybody should be doing,
So what's the big deal about that coin then?
that's a cold storage coin. It's storing all the coins that you're getting every day are stored on that coin.
Like a debit card.
But
That you can't
it's
access.
kept offline. So if somebody hacked DexTrade or hacked Coinbase, all your coins that they've given you aren't sitting up there. They're here.
Got it.
Somehow the robots attacked tomorrow and they attacked Texit Coin and they blew everything up. Al Qaeda went crazy, and you had your coin. Doesn't matter that they're not there. You still have your coins
Because
you
it's
physically
in the
own it.
blockchain.
So I don't have to do nothing with that coin. It automatically goes into it.
Every day.
Oh, okay.
The only
Put
thing
it
you
in the
have to
safe
do
in
with
case
this
something ever happens, and then
is
you can always have your money.
keep it safe.
Yeah.
This is $30,000 right now. So yeah, it's easy to lose or do whatever or find it in a wash.
And once it's gone,
Nobody will be able to access
Once-
it besides you anyway.
no,
right?
that's not true.
Okay.
If I went and stole his coin,
Yeah.
all I got to do is tear that sticker off the back,
Oh.
and now I own all of his coins.
Yep. So
So that coin is just like that's why they call it a cold storage
You can
wallet.
transfer
It's a
from
wallet.
Yeah.
If it gets stolen, you lost all your coins, which remind me I have your coins, so I need to give it to you. But you have to protect that coin. Put it in a safe. Don't do like what Jonathan does
do it
and
on
carry
your
it all over the place with you.
What
Take-
about a random drawer in your kitchen?
Actually, mine's in a random drawer, but I know which drawer it's in.
So is mine.
now here's
So-
the kind of cool
Set
thing
up
too,
for
right?
a
If you
minute.
do have it in your random drawer at home, probably nobody knows what this is. So the odds of them taking it specifically are probably very low. And even if they did take a bunch of shit and they find this, they probably don't know what this means or how to do anything. So you're probably safe in some respect. But if they were savvy or their friend knew what that was, they could get it.
But if it gets stolen, there isn't a recovery, right? You don't just call up Bobby and say, my coin got stolen. Can you give me a new one and put all my coins back on it? Doesn't work that way.
And keep it safe. There was a guy last week that somehow during the process of peeling off the sticker, he used some sort of metal device and shaved off part of the laser engraved codes.
You don't, I've already cracked one coin. That means taking the sticker off. It's a peel on sticker. I don't know how, some of these people drive me fucking nuts because they're fucking retards. And this fucking guy used a goddamn knife to take a sticker off and shave the laser engraving off the back of his
Be
coin.
careful, right? The laser engraving was ruined. Luckily, there is a wallet seed phrase around it, so they were able to help him do that. But this thing's, precious, so don't go fucking it up.
Right.
And there shouldn't be anything that you need to mess it up. All you need to do is peel it off and use some Dawn dish soap and a little elbow grease.
I took a freaking
Good to go.
Clorox wipe
Yeah.
and it was done. I mean, it's super freaking simple,
But if you don't need to put money or do nothing with that, why would you even take the thing off?
because I have multiple coins, and I had me and Jonathan first got in, the coin was worth 4 cents. I believed in the project. I'm like, it's gonna hit that $16 mark. So literally the first night that I got in, this is a true story. I was in the McDonald's drive-through, and I called Hoff and I said, hey, how do I get into this Dex thing? he talked me in from the time I made my order to the time I got to my window. I had already made my first purchase of Texit coin on Dex in the McDonald's drive-through, and I was buying up a bunch of Texit coin on the market and putting it in a different coin, and I sold some of that a couple weeks ago for like $10,000 fucking dollars because it was worth 55 cents at the time, and I bought it for 4 cents.
Mhm.
So I wanted some extra money, so I sold some of it. So in order to sell it, I had to peel the sticker off, take a picture of it, send it to the exchange, and sell it.
Is there anywhere on my thing to tell me how much it was when I bought in?
No.
Oh, okay.
Technically, no. One kind of route, and I don't do a video every day as much as I possibly can. I try to do them as often, but if you look at my videos and you find the day that maybe you joined in, if I had a video, I tell you what the price was. The other option that you could do is we've got a history since October 24th on CoinMarketCap. You could go to their
I can see
website
that.
or the app,
720.
and then on the little price scale, just slide it over, and it has a date. It tells you the date and time of what you're looking at. You just need to scroll back to the date and roughly the time that you might have bought, and then it'll tell you, hey, was it 7 cents or 10 cents or 14 cents? It'll let you know roughly what the price of Texit coin was on the exchange at that point in time.
Yeah.
Pretty good reference.
On my profile, will it tell me what day I did get in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, I got it. Cool.
All right. Any other questions? And then the other thing too is, right now, while we're helping you guys get started, if you need to pull one of us in to help, do that. And then listen to what's being said, so then eventually you're getting to the point where you can just do it yourself. But it's a team, so we're all working together to help each other get signed up. And like I said, you can see, you can easily start stacking these people. But keep in mind too, what we didn't even show here is all the people you're signing up, you need to be giving this same spiel to them, because the more people they're signing up is also helping you, because all their points flow up to you. So if the person below you signs up a 9-pack, you're getting 9 points too. They get 9 points, you get 9 points, the person above you gets 9 points. It all rolls up. But where we're at right now, just in all honesty, is we have about 50, 60 people signed up between me and Hoff here in Colorado. And probably 98%, if I figured it out, have not signed up one person. And I was looking at my tree today. Almost everybody in my tree has 9 points on one side of them because of people that were signed up below them. And they've got potential money sitting there. All they gotta do is go out and sign up one 3-pack, and they're gonna get $1,000.
Yeah, and then your mine's paid off, or you can say, hey, I want to BOGO it and get more stuff, or give me another share. It's up to you. You know, you can get your money back right away and then play on the house's money, or you can build your power up even more and edge yourself against all the competition, all the other miners.
And I don't know what y'all's financial situations are. I don't want to get into it, but I really think that the strategy that you should be looking at isn't about today. It should be down the road. And the down the road play is to get as much hash power as you can so that this coin keeps paying out for you. You made an investment, you want your investment to grow for a long time. When the mine hits the 100 million hash mark, that's when they're turning off mining shares. When it hits that, a single share will get 0.09 coin a day. You won't get a full coin. That's with 100 hash. But a 5,000 hash, we did the math, and it's like you still get like 23 coins.
That's right around 2.3 or 2.4 between each one.
Yeah. So you would be getting still getting like 23 coins a day. But potentially when that happens, you're at the 16 or 32 or $880 per coin mark. So 23 coins a day, but 23 coins a day for 136 years.
Even at the $16 mark, that's $368
Yeah,
a day.
for 136 years.
Yeah, that's at least at that point in time, don't do anything, don't work.
But you don't want to be
Pays your
stuck
daily.
at 100 hash on the day that this turns over to 100 million hash mine, because at that point there's no way to grow your hash. This is the
You're stuck
time
with
period
what
to
you're
grow
stuck
your
with.
hash. Once the mining is turned off, the adding miners, you're stuck with where you're at. So this is the time to grow that hash power, looking down the road once that mine's closed, because
Where are they at in hash?
So if you think right now, and I don't know the exact amount, but there's a little over 2,800 miners. Currently, the average miner has roughly 5 shares, so 500 hash. Total, there's over a little bit, it's like 10,218 shares or hash that's been purchased and used by the company. They believe that at that rate where we're going, and we're almost at 3,000, we're just barely shy of it, that by the time we hit 10,000 people, that's probably where we're closed off. We've hit everything that we need, because people are earning more, and people are now not just buying 1 packs, they're buying 3s or 9s.
But
It's heating up.
every week they're pretty much doubling from the week before.